show starts in 10.
Oh, what a save by Hebel! Look at the effort! Here.
9.
Middle stat over to Krause. Krause back set to Brooklyn Petersohn. Brooklyn Petersohn with the kill! My favorite player on the...
8.
Steele pops it up, gets out of the way. Oh, big block by Clark!
7.
Dearborn's going to send that one over. Klar gets it to Langseth. Langseth to middle. Oh my God! Three Petersohn!
6.
Here comes Radke. Goes middle to Brennan. Oh, what a save there by Langseth.
5.
Oh, good left-handed push by Brennan. And here comes Nagel. Oh, ripped it! Ripped it! That back. I don't think it ever went over the net. We're going to keep playing, though. Langseth out to Sylvia. Who's in foul? Oh, Nebraska explodes!
3.
Here comes Hebel. Clara outside to Spencer. Rips it! Oh, my God, what a save by Ella Nelson! Nagel. Theobald. Dube! The surgeon will see you now!
2.
You can't get called no matter. Oh, Drake Petersohn with the big hammer from the window to the wall. Dream just slammed that ball.
1.
Dearborn to Radke to first stab. What a pancake there by Clara. Oh, Ella has to lean all the way back to get that one. She might have hurt her back. Big block by Petersohn. Dearborn's going to swing, but Leah digs it. They go back set to Ella Theobald. Hammer time!
I took a deep breath. I looked at my friends. I was like, it's about to go down.
A classic rivalry is renewed. These two teams do not like each other, and you got to love that.
I can feel it coming in here tonight. Oh Lord, oh Lord.
Monday Night Football, let's go!
Rivals, us versus them, survival. We must win, it's tribal. My team like Ken, by any means necessary. One head-to-head with adversaries. Nothing is given, so we gotta take it. It's 4th and inches, so we gotta make it. Can you feel it?
What a catch! To the end zone, got it! Sideline, touchdown! Unbelievable!
I can feel it coming in here tonight. Oh Lord, I've been waiting for this moment all my life. Oh Lord,
What an incredible time to be a high school volleyball fan in southeastern Minnesota. We are live in Tiger Nation as the reigning Section 1 champion Stewartville Tigers welcome conference rival Kasson Mantorville to town. I'm Adam Peterson. I'll be bringing you all the action from this heavyweight showdown of volleyball programs tonight. First, Kasson Mantorville comes into this match with a deceptive 7-7 record. I say that because the Komets are much more dangerous than that 500 record would first indicate. Their losses are to teams like number 6 ranked Egan, number 2 state-ranked Delano. The Komets are coming off Midwest Volleyball Warehouse Tournament this past weekend where they beat the number 10 ranked Byron Bears in straight sets. Kasson Mantorville is dangerous. When you talk about the Komets, you have to start with senior outside hitter Aloaha Ricke. She leads the team in kills with 69, aces with 16, and second in digs with 67. She is the real deal. The Komets also have Abigail Baker, 58 kills, middle hitter Gabriella Moritz with 56 kills, and a team leading 11 blocks. I actually have updated stats coming more onto the game. That's what I had before the game. Eleanor Gore, Genevieve Froderman are the setters before this weekend. They had 230 assists between the two of them. I'm going to step aside for just a second because I'm going to get a bag of candy thrown up this way. We'll see how far Brooklyn's arm can reach. Brooklyn missed me by about, I don't know, two rows. But Stewartville, let's talk about Stewartville. They've been playing really well through the first half of the season, come in with an 11-2 record, only losses to Lakeville South and Benilde St. Margaret's, both ranked in the top 3 of their respective divisions. The Tigers have big wins over number 10, Byron, number 6, Creighton Durham Hall, and number 7, Holy Angels. The last two happened this past weekend, netting the Tigers a 3rd-place finish at the highly competitive Midwest Volleyball Warehouse Tournament. The Tigers are led by our 5 seniors, Ella Theobald, Dream Petersohn, Matilda Dube, Sydney Clar, and Abby Langseth. The first 4, all front-row powerhouse hitters that combine with youngsters like Spencer Nagel and Sylvia Husenfeld on the outside to fill out the front row. Clara Theobald, Leah Hebel, and Reagan Middlestat are the other names you will hear on the court for the number 4 ranked team in Class 3A. I'm excited to get this one going for you here in Stewartville. We got a good crowd in terms of not only a crowd in total, but a student section that seems like they're ready to go after the big football showdown that happened last Friday night that went Kasson Mantorville's way 21-18. We'll get you the starters for each team. Ricky's going to be starting out serving. She's number 13. She's fantastic. We talked about her earlier. 95 kills is the updated stats. Number 7 is out there, Eleanor Gore. She is the setter. Number 3, Gabriella Moritz is in the front row. Number 2, Madeline Gore. And we'll get you in just a little bit. Here comes the Husenfeld. Goes to Langseth. Langseth is going to go back to Husenfeld. They dig it. Comes back over. Middlestat. Langseth. Goes middle. Dream. Cuts it to the right and gets the score. Speaking of score, let's put that up there for you. Stewartville 1-0. Petersohn, 51% kill percentage. It's a coin flip on whether or not when she swings that it's going to get down on the other side. This one comes outside. That was Baker on the swing. Here comes Husenfeld. Hammers it, but it goes long. And Komets tie it up. Moritz is going to be back to serve. Coming in for the Komets is going to be number 14, Addison Coker. Taking a seat will be 16, Taya Trinan. Daughter of Brock Trinan. Friend of the show. There's the serve. Looked like it was going a little bit long. Spencer Nagel takes it. This one goes to Dube. Dube gets that one. Here comes Langseth. Back set to Clar. That's a block, but does it land on the line? It does. And Baker is the one with the block. And that one goes into the net. Moritz. The libero will come on. It's going to be a number 11 tonight, Sydney Knutson. Knutson, a junior. For the Tigers right now on the court, you got Clara and Ella Theobald. You got Dube, Matilda Dube, and Sylvia Husenfeld in the front row. Reagan Middlestat, and Spencer Nagel in the back row. Gore's going to pop it up. There's Ella. Clara goes outside to Sylvia. Sylvia stays out of the net. Good job by her. Gore's out. And they're coming back. Going to be 2 Gores. One number 2, one number 7. Matilda Dube through the block. Oh, good save there. I don't think they're going to be able to cut that back. Good save by Baker to keep that alive with the second hit. That's going to be a Tiger point. Like I said, there's going to be 2 Gores. I'll do my best. Madeline Gore is number 2. She's going to be more of the hitting variety. Number 7 is Eleanor Gore. She is their setter, and you're seeing her handle the ball right there. She comes outside to Baker off the block. Now Clara Theobald, she'll go outside to Husenfeld. Husenfeld drives that through, and Ricke can't bring it up. Tigers lead 4-2. Theobald gets a block. She tries to bring it back up. It doesn't happen. Working with the audio settings, seeing if we can't filter a little crowd noise in here. Hasn't been working the best lately. Apologize for that. Rattler has got the hip wrap on. Coming in will be Leah Hebel for Sylvia Husenfeld. Tigers lead by 2. Hebel has been outstanding. The sophomore in the back row, 20 aces at the service line. 12%, over 12% of her serves go for an ace. And I jinxed her there. That's my fault. But like I said, in the back row, 93 digs, over 7 a match for Hebel, the sophomore, number 3. Baker's going to be serving. She puts that one over to Hebel. Ella's going to try to save that one. She does. What a fantastic effort by the two Theobalds. They called that outside. Let's see if I caught it in time. No way. They're saying that outside the antenna? I don't think so. I don't know what the call was. Unless something that Ella did over here by the bench was against the rules. I'm not sure. Either way, it's all tied up at 5. That one's long. Just a little too much juice on there for Baker. 6-5 Stewartville here in set number 1. Dube's on to serve. That's coming over. Dream's just going to put that one down. Dream Petersohn, 2 for 2 now on her swings. You get used to that. Every time she swings, you feel like we have a great opportunity. Here's Gore to the outside. Ricke, their best hitter. She tries to put the spin on it, missed it by about 6 inches long. And now Stewartville on a 3-0 run, 8-5. Ricke, Coker in the front row. They're up there with Eleanor Gore, their setter, number 7. This one's going to have to be brought over. Dube, Clara outside to Spencer Nagel. She kind of drifts that one over. They're going to dig that off the net. We'll see if they can save it. And not enough. Dube still serving. There's outside to Aloaha Ricke, and she hammers it. Just goes out of bounds. Watching her in warm-ups was ultra impressive. To be honest with you, Coker, number 14, was also on top of the ball in terms of hitting from that middle spot. So watch out for her. You see her, number 14, in the middle. Ricky's just going to bring that one back. Baker sends it over free. Hebel to Clara. Clara back set to Ella. Puts it in. Ella Theobald. Ella leading the team, 82 kills, 39% kill percentage, 213 hitting. And that's going to be a timeout. We're going to step aside with the music. And we'll be back in just a little bit. Dube still serving. Stewartville takes a 6-point lead. That's going to be long. Dube, rare miss, 91% from the service line. Coming in, Taya Trinan. The sophomore. Hebel to Clara. Clara goes back set to big sister. Big block there. Whether it's Moritz or Ricke, I'm not sure. But now they go Nagel. Trinan pops it up. They're going to bring this one over free. Middlestat to Clara. Middle. No, Dream went outside on that. A little razzle dazzle. They switched it up. Nagel was coming around from the middle to the middle. Dream floated to the outside. Abby Langseth and Sydney Clark check into the game. Theobald sisters take a seat. Stewartville leads by 6, 12-6, first set. That's coming over. Middlestat's going to handle that. Langseth, we'll see where she goes. She goes middle. It gets sent back. Now he's coming back to Clark. Baker pops it up. Gore comes out to Ricke. Langseth's out, so Middlestat's got to take this. She tries to go to Nagel. Oh, good dig there by Middlestat. Here comes Langseth outside to Spencer. Wow, Baker. What a save. And now Ricky's going to swing, and that one's in. What a point for the Komets. Baker dug that huge hammer by Spencer Nagel. And Kasson Mantorville was able to finish 12-7. And they give it right back. Husenfeld will come in for Hebel. She'll handle that outside hitting responsibilities. She's just a freshman, but she is a star in the making. 51 kills, 32% kill percentage, 95% serve, and 9 blocks. Moritz gets that top spin and puts it in the corner. Trying to run down the volleyball right now. Went into the corner. So for the Tigers, Husenfeld, Middlestat, and Nagel in the back row. Ricke is going to be serving. Into the net. We've seen that several times tonight. And now Middlestat will go back, the lefty. She leads our team in aces, 19 of them. None bigger than the set 4 winner. The set 4 winner against Byron to send it to set number 5. And of course, I was running a replay while it happened and missed it on video. That's terrible. It's unforgivable in such a huge match. Stewartville down 2-1 came back to win that in 5 sets. I don't know if that ever got over the net. Either way, we had a double block over there, and it's Stewartville point. 16-8 now as the Tigers extend their lead. It was 5-5, I believe, at one point. So an 11-3 run for Stewartville. This one's coming over, and Matilda Dube makes them pay. The surgeon says that was a mistake. See if I got it fast enough. I missed it by like 2 seconds. We only have an 8-second instant replay right now set up because I don't want it to run too long. Apologies to Dube. Ooh, just a little floater over the net. Middlestat puts it in the perfect spot. Baker absolutely drills it, but that goes into the block and out. So that'll be Kasson Mantorville point. It's parents' night here in Tiger Nation. The girls handed out cards and to each of their parents, I believe, because I got one. I know Crystal got one, so. (18-9). The Theobald sisters are checking back in as Clark and Langseth are going to take a seat. As you know, Stewartville runs the 6-2, which means we have 2 setters that rotate in, and they rotate in for our right sides. Gore's going to put that one right over. Clara tries to pop it up and unable to get to it. Good play by Eleanor Gore, the junior. Coming into the game, Chelsea Hansing, number 9. She'll be serving. Taking a seat is Madeline Gore. Middle stat. Clara's got to run halfway across the court. She's going to put it over to Ella. Ella leans back. Baker to Gore. Back to Baker. Off the blocker. Slows it down. Now Clara's going to go back row to Spencer Nagel. Good dig there by Ricke. Gore over to Baker again. Does the little tip. Clara pops it up. Middle stat. Now here comes Ella. Oh, just out. Hansing still serving. And that's going to go out 19-11 as Stewartville inches closer and closer to getting that set one win. Coker, Gore in the front row. We got 4 girls back. They're kind of hiding Hansing in the corner, so I'd assume that Knutson, the libero, is going to take care of the serve-receive responsibility. She does. That pops it up to Gore, comes outside to Baker. Middle stat. Back to Spencer Nagel. And great job just keeping it alive. Middle stat. Clara, middle. Dube puts it straight down. Somehow Gore got a hand on it. Here's Leah to Clara. Back set. Knutson all over the court. This one's going outside to Nagel. Gets it. 7, the sophomore, is able to drive it through the block. It pops over to the Kasson Mantorville bench, and Stewartville leads 20-11. The Hebel hammer. Back attack by Ricke. That goes long. Tigers lead by 10. That comes outside to Baker. Oh, big block. Here comes Clara. Goes backside to Ella through the blocker. Hard to stop, too, when she rears back and lets it fly. Theobald, one of the hardest hitters in southeastern Minnesota. She's inching closer and closer to that 100 kill mark on the season. 22-12 Stewartville. Baker back to serve. Middle stat. Clara outside to Spencer. Oh my goodness! Spencer's going to hurt Baker, but they get it over somehow. Great job at Kasson Mantorville. Now middle stat goes back to Nagel. She's going to drill that one all the way to the floor. No bringing that one back. Nagel has been impressive in her sophomore season here. Talk about a girl that's made a huge jump from last year to this year. It's number 7, Spencer Nagel. We'll step away. Tigers lead by 11. We're back from the timeout. Komets have used both of their timeouts. Stewartville just still sitting on 2, but well in control, up by 11. Dube is serving. That one goes to Baker. Almost made it over the net. Dube, Clara, Dream Petersohn, blocked there by Coker, but that one goes out of bounds, so it's going to be Stewartville point. That point, Dube's going to finish that on her own. The Surgeon gets an ace to end set number 1, 25-12, Stewartville. Thanks for tuning in to Stewartville Activities on YouTube. This is Stewartville Volleyball. I'm Adam Petersohn bringing you all the action tonight. Kasson Mantorville against the Tigers. Good crowd, good energy, parents' night. And we will be back in 2 minutes for set number 2. We're back for set number 2 here. Before we get started, I want to give a big shout out to Craig and Missy Clar. A big happy anniversary today. I believe it's number 19. So big fans. Obviously, Missy, the best photographer in all the HBL, and Craig, my number one wingman at sporting events, especially softball games. Appreciate what they do for the girls, and Missy always sacrificing, putting pictures up there. Sometimes misses the action because she's trying to catch it behind the lens. Also want to thank them for dinner tonight. Brought some wings from the Down Under. Best wings around. Middlestat's going to start us off. Dube's just going to decide we're going to set this one up. That one goes back to Dube. She gets the kill. Gets rewarded. Craig and Missy have 2 daughters. Sydney is in the front row here on the right side. Cameron, a freshman. Gore goes to the other Gore. Husenfeld will try to drive this one to the corner. Knudsen's able to pop that up. Gore comes to Baker and into the net. I was talking about watching warm-ups. Baker was, her, Ricke, and Coker are the 3 that just were pretty impressive. Pretty impressive in terms of how hard they were hitting the ball, the way they were able to move it around the court. And so we'll probably see that a little bit more tonight. Here's the aforementioned Coker. Good save there by Middlestat. Spencer's just going to bring that in the middle of the court. Live to play another rally, hopefully. Gore's coming outside to Baker. That might be off of... That might be a touch, though. Yes. Two 2-1 Stewartville. Back to serve for Kasson Mantorville, Chelsea Hansing, the sophomore defensive specialist. Nagel goes to Langseth. Langseth goes outside to Sylvia. Husenfeld with an arrow. She had that measured up the entire time right there in the corner. She put it right where she wanted it to go. Husenfeld gets off the ground in a hurry. She's got quite the vertical. Clara frustrated as that one goes in the net. I apologize. We don't get all the court here. I wonder if I should back it up a little bit. Maybe that'll help. Try to get a little bit more of the court for you. Hebel on to serve. Baker's going to put a swing on that. Actually, we're making something out of nothing. Good job by Gore to just put that up and allow Baker to get a swing on it. 5-2 Stewartville, set number 2. Knudsen, Gore's going to be close. Ella's going to just send that one back. And here comes Ricke off the blockers and in. Ricke, 95 kills on 305 total attacks. She's got plenty of swings. Baker's right behind her with 262 swings on the year. Moritz, who you see middle right now, the way that she's standing, Gabriella Moritz is third, I believe, with 168 total attacks. Gore goes back to Moritz. Middle stat to Clara. Clara goes backside. They try to dump it. Dube's right there. And we're just going to have to send this one over. Gore goes outside to Ricke. That's long. And a point for Stewartville, 6-3 Tigers. Set number 2. Dube back to serve. Baker to Gore. Gore comes outside to Aloaha Ricke, and it comes on our side of the net as she drives that one through the double block. And if you're a Stewartville fan, ended up on the wrong side. Coming to the game, Matilda Gore. Taking a seat, Chelsea Hansing. Eleanor Gore serving. Hebel. Clara just sends that one over. And back row attack by Baker. Middle stab. Beautiful pass. Now he'll go middle. Dream. Oh, what a block there by Moritz. And they win it at the net. That's Matilda Gore. 6-5. Kasson Mantorville starting to make a little run. As you know, this sport is made up of runs. Hebel to Theobald. Outside to Spencer Nagel. And that's going to be out. Off the touch. So Stewartville point. Nagel and Ella Theobald are just bringing the heat tonight in terms of how hard they're hitting the ball. I'd like to take some credit because we had the team meal today before the game. And hopefully it was, Dream just says, yep, you can't do that when I'm standing here. You can't do that. Dream's just too good. And so we had the meal. Girls were over. Fantastic time. Just such sweethearts. Awesome to see them kind of outside the volleyball or the gymnasium, if you will. Gore coming outside. That's Moritz. Oh, good job there by Hebel. They're going to Nagel now. We'll see where they go. Back set to Gore. I don't think that ever went. Oh, it hit the antenna. Yeah, so we had the girls over. Had a little grill out. And then made my famous Razzle Dazzle dessert. If you don't know what that is, maybe ask the girls, see if they liked it. Maybe get a score out of 10? Out of 10? I don't know. Gore drives that one. Bounces off the net and lands right in the middle. Ricke's going to be serving. Stewartville up 9-6. Middlestat has go almost all the way to the floor. Nagel's going to take this from the right side. Now they'll switch around. Clar and Nagel do. Gore comes outside to Baker. Baker tries to run line, and that's going to be out. I don't know what the discussion was. I mean, that was well out. I don't know if they thought there was a touch, but I think they said it would clear the intent on the wrong side. Ricke to Gore. Gore coming to Baker. Langseth is out. Here comes to Clar. Baker throws that. Nagel, beautiful pass. Langseth now goes outside. Sylvia Husenfeld. Sylvia with the kill the up. And that's going to be a timeout. Stewartville leads by 5, so Kasson Mantorville is going to try to stop that momentum. And we will take a break and get you back for set number 2 here in Stewartville. Kasson Mantorville, Tigers leads 1-0. Nagel with the serve, coming back out of the timeout. Oh, Sylvia brings it to the other side. Redirects it and keeps it in, so it's a Stewartville point. Want to give a shout out to the Strike family. Watching from the comfort of their own home. Hopefully those kids are being good for mom and dad. Nagel just over. What a blessing that was. Rolls over, favorable for Stewartville, as now it's 13-6. Baker gets it over to Gore, tries to bring it back. That's going to be close. Oh, big block there by Clar. Dream goes to Langseth. Langseth back to Petersohn! The Dream Shake! You put it on top of the net for Dream Petersohn. She's going to kill that all day long. Big fan. Big Dream fan here. 14-7 is that one. That ball sails wide. Reagan, oh, a little too much on it. You're starting to hear the Kasson Mantorville student section get into it. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. I'm definitely hearing it. We got to get this audio figured out on how to filter crowd noise. There's Dream. We got to get the crowd noise because when Dream swings, everybody holds their breath from the other team. Sorry, that was out, the ref says. That was my fault. First he pointed in. It's all right. Nobody's giving him a hard time. Here's Middlestat serving, 15-8. Coming out to Baker, sent back. They're going to dump that one. Middlestat's ready for it. Langseth now is going middle to Dube. MD. Less tape on the fingers, I noticed today. Nothing on the thumb, just on the fingers. That's been her signature look all season. And with the way she's playing, I hope she doesn't stop. Middlestat with the short serve. They're coming outside to Baker, who's just going to tap it. Husenfeld gets that. Back set to Klar. Klar has to be cognizant of where the antenna was there to make something. Oh, Klar with a nice little left-handed dig. Sylvia rolls that one over aggressively. I like it. Here comes Baker. And that one's in. Baker, the senior outside hitter, 71 kills coming into this game. A 134 kill percentage. She does not get cheated when she swings, Baker. Gives it everything she's got. And that one went in for a Komet point. Now Nagel is going to punch that one up to Langstaff. Goes middle to Dube! You can't stop her. You can only hope to contain her. Matilda Dube. Or as my good friend Lincoln would say, kill till. Theobald on to serve. Clara. Knudsen up to Gore. Gore's going to Coker. Ella, good job popping that up. Nagel might get the assist on that. Oh, that would have been nice. Nagel does a little bit of everything. Great server. Outstanding hitter. Good back row. You're talking about Nagel. Even in the back row, I think she's got 95 digs over 7 a match. Really improved from last year. Starting to do everything. Starting to do. Ella Theobald. Knudsen pops it up. Gore's going to keep it alive. This is going to be tight to the net. Ella to Clara. Clara outside to Sylvia. And she gets it. The freshman phenom is able to drive it to the back row. Komets unable to bring it over. Stewartville leads by 8 now. Gore's going to take a seat. Froderman is going to come on. Genevieve Froderman, sophomore setter, 85 assists this season. It's going to give Gore a little bit of a break. Oh, Nagel essentially puts a roof over that. 19-10. Stewartville continues to pull away. Leah Hebel at the service line. Ricke goes line. Did she get it in? She did. Couldn't have had much more room than what she had, but just enough to break that little run that Stewartville had going. 19-11. Trinan comes in. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this is Brock's younger daughter. I think he has 2. This one's Taya. Clara goes back set to Ella. Ella just tips it over. And that one never finds its way on Stewartville's side of the net. And the Tigers are at 20. Libero sits down. Dube goes back. Dream comes in. Ricke just drives that one over. Hebel goes outside to Spencer. Trinan, Froderman, comes over to Ricke. Dube, uh-oh, that might be dangerous. Ricke makes sure that one goes straight down. It was going to be a 50-50 ball, and Ricke won that one. Back in the game for Kasson Mantorville, Madeline Gore. Taking a seat is Chelsea Hansing. So now just one Gore on the court. Hebel to Clara. Clara goes back set. And just long. Tigers lead by 7. Tigers took set number 1, 25-12. Hebel has to jump forward for that one. Here comes Nagel. Nagel throws that one down line. Froderman's out. Now Trinan's going to try to go opposite. They're just pushing that one over. Middlestat to Clara. Clara middle. Dream Petersohn with the kill! She's so good. Watch this replay. She gets up in the air so quick and has that quick swing. Dynamite in her right arm. Dream Petersohn. Maybe that's what I start calling her. Dynamite Dream Petersohn. I don't know. Maybe the nickname sticks. Maybe it doesn't. Langstadt's out. Middlestat. Over to Nagel. Nagel drives it through the blocker. Moritz keeps it alive. And here's a free one. What's Langstadt going to do? She's going to go middle to Dream again. And another point for Petersohn. That's why I'm in the Dream Petersohn fan club. Right there, the last couple points you saw. That, and she's the biggest sweetheart you'll ever meet. Also a pretty darn good volleyball player. That's a nice little consolation. Easy to cheer for the cool girls. That one goes off the block. Moritz. Our middles have been really carrying us the last 2 years. You talk about the section championship last year, Dube and Petersohn, and then this year kind of picking up where they left off. Our middle's been our strength, and then Ella Theobald. Everybody should know Ella Theobald. Spencer Nagel. And then we fit in 2 youngsters with Nagel and Husenfeld. So that front row has really kind of come together. The aforementioned Husenfeld checks in. Lee Hebel's going to take a seat. Spencer Nagel serving up 9, 23-14 Tigers. That one's an ace. Nagel came in with 14 aces. Over 14% of her serves ended in aces. And that one did as well, as now she has set point. Nagel snipes another one. Baker's going to swing. Nagel, beautiful pass up to Langseth. Langseth goes middle. Dream just tries to make something of it. Langseth gets to reset. This one goes back set to Clar. Ricke brings it up. Froderman out to Baker. And Baker is able to get the point and save the set number 2 so far. Knudsen comes in as libero for Moritz. Trinan sits down for Coker. And now Knudsen will serve. And she'll have to go on an impressive run to pull the Komets out of this deficit. They're down 9. Husenfeld to the corner. Knudsen's able to handle that. Froderman out here to Baker. Baker, Spencer just puts it right over on that dig. And it's a back set to Gore. And Gore finds the opening. As the Komets are still breathing in set number 2. Down 8. And that's going to do it. A mistake on the serve gets the Tigers set number 2. 25-16 is the final. We'll step away for a few minutes here and bring you back for set number 3. We'll see if Stewartville can close this out, or will Kasson Mantorville extend this match a little bit longer tonight here on a Tuesday night. I'm Adam Peterson on Stewartville Activities on YouTube. We'll be back in 2.5 minutes. Going into set number 3. Tigers lead 2-0. Out on the court for the Komets, you got Baker, Eleanor Gore, Madeline Gore, Aloaha Ricke, Gabriella Moritz, and I believe Knutsen's out there. She has Sydney Knutsen, the libero. For Stewartville, Husenfeld, Middlestat, Nagel in the back row. We'll get you a little bit. Langseth goes middle. Dream goes left-handed. What can't this girl do? Right hand, left hand, it don't matter. Not to Dream. In the front row, now we got Dube, Husenfeld, Klar, Middlestat serving. Moritz hammers that one from the right side. She went up with it with a single leg hop. You want to talk about my least favorite celebration that just happened there is when somebody pushes another player after big play. I can't stand that. I should start a petition right now. Do not do that. Maybe that's the athletic trainer in me. I don't know. Either way. And Knutsen. Okay. She gets the ace. Gritty's up to the middle to celebrate that one. Komets up 2-1. Nagel. Middlestat. Husenfeld puts some side spin on that. Baker pops it up. Here comes Gore to Ricke. And that one's blocked. Sent back. Dube denies that spike by Ricke. Dube leads the team in blocks. And you see a big reason why. So tough at the net to get around Dube. She led our team last year in blocks. This year, she already had 34 coming into this match. 2.6 per match. You saw those 2025 stats popping up between the set number 2 and 3. That one's going to go long. 3-2 Stewartville. Ella Theobald serving. Ricky's going to drive that one over. Nagel to Clara. Dube does a little changeup. Oh, what a save there by Gore. Nagel, Clara, Dube, another block. That one, I believe, by Coker. Sylvia is able to pop that one up. Nagel just puts it over. Here comes Gore. Backside to other Gore. And that's a block. And Gore decides to play it. It was going to be close on the line. Good effort there by Madeline Gore. A number of big-time saves. She almost went into the crowd to bring that second hit back earlier. Clara. Gore goes middle to Coker. And that's what I was talking about. I saw that in warm-ups. If she gets a good set, she can really drive that thing down. And that's number 14, Addison Coker, the sophomore. And we have a few substitutions coming in. I think Madeline Gore must have hurt her hip or something on one of those. Genevieve Frodermans comes in, as does Olivia Treichel. Nagel to Clara. Clara goes outside to Ella. Froderman goes middle, trying to stay with the hot hand of Coker. Ella pops that up. Actually, pretty nice pass for one-handed. And here comes Husenfeld. Baker handles that easily. Froderman out here to Ricke, their best hitter. Nagel. Middlestat will take this. And now here comes Husenfeld. And doesn't get that one over. Kasson Mantorville able to tie it up at 4. Froderman still serving. Froderman, 4 aces on the year. Middle, Dube. Luckily hung up in the air long enough. Ricky's going to have to... She was trying to cut it because she had to know where the antenna was. Unable to get a good hit on that. And Stewartville takes 5-4 lead here in set number 3. Stewartville won set number 1, 25-12. Then they took set number 2, 25-16. And now lead set number 3, 5-4. Hebel, tough serve. Knutsen handles it. Froderman comes outside to Ricke. And Ricke puts that one into the net. 6-4 Tigers. Ooh, that's a short one there by Hebel. They come outside to Coker. Dube gets a hand on it, but it falls on Kasson Mantorville's side. Or sorry, it falls on Stewartville's side. Kasson Mantorville point. And Ricke's going to go back to serve. Aloaha Ricke, I believe a teammate in JO with Ella Theobald. So teammates during the off season, but in season now on the opposite sides of the net. Knutson pops that up to Froderman, who got on her back foot. And it's going to be a 2-point lead for the Tigers. Middlestat comes out. Dube goes back to serve, and our two middles are in on the court for one short rotation here, or as long as Dube serves for, whatever comes first. Clara's out. Hebel pops it up. Here comes Nagel. Slow plays that one. It's a back set. Treichel is able to get that one down. Seven, 6 now, Tigers. Treinen on to serve. Hebel over to Clara. She's going to have to go outside to Nagel. Nagel puts a spin on it just past the 10-foot line, cuts it all the way across the court, and gets the point. Eight, 6 Tigers. I believe Dream leads the team with 5 kills. Gosh, her first match of the season. Well, let's get through this first. Moritz throws it over. Here comes Middlestat. She's going right side to Klar. Ricke, Froderman outside to Baker. Leah's right there. She pops it up. Langseth going outside to Nagel. Nagel goes far corner. She got a touch. But I was talking about that first match. Dream Petersohn, I believe, was 8 for 10 on swings. No errors, 8 kills on 10 swings. Just incredible. Comes Langseth with the serve. Stewartville leads 9-6. Treinen pops it up. Froderman's going to go back row to Ricke. Oh, good dig there by Hebel. Langseth goes out to Nagel. Off the block. Ricke pops it up. Beautiful. Froderman out to Baker. And she cuts it well enough inside. It's going to be a point, Komets. And now Kasson Mantorville trails by only 2. Both Gores coming back into the game. Madeline and Eleanor. Madeline was favoring that one hip after almost running into the student section trying to bring a ball back. Nagel puts that one over, and oh man, Moritz makes or Gore made us pay. Was it Moritz or Gore? I think it was Moritz made us pay. (9-8) Stewartville. Middlestat to Langseth, goes middle. Block goes on our side. We reset. Here comes Klar. Klar with the kill shot. 10-8 Stewartville. Hebel comes out. Husenfeld coming in. H for an H. Sophomore for freshman. Husenfeld will be hitting on the outside. Klar on the right side. Dream Petersohn in the middle. Our setter, Langseth. Nagel is serving. Gore goes backside Baker. Langseth puts it up for Husenfeld. Good swing on that from where she was at. Nice pass there by Nagel. Oh, Langseth tried to catch him sleeping. And that's going to be a double hit. As you know with the new rules, if you spin it off that set, but keep it on your side, we don't call it anymore in Minnesota State High School League. However, if you take it over and it's spinning off a set, then they do call the double hit. And that's what happened right there is we're now 11-8 Stewartville. Big thanks to Coach Sammy Peterson for explaining that to me after the Mayo match, keeping me up to date on all the rule changes. Nagel serving, 12-8 Stewartville, trying to close this out in 3 sets. Right over the top of the net, Treinen's able to handle that. Gore comes middle. Moritz swing and a miss. The timing just, as you know, with that middle hit, if they're coming up for a quick set and it goes high, there's not much you can do about it because you've already left your feet. 13-8 Stewartville. Gore comes outside to other Gore. And off the blocker. Most of the time when it goes off our blocker, it gives our back row enough time to dig that up and start our offense. However, that one found that opening right in the middle that we just couldn't cover. Stewartville leads by 4. Husenfeld goes down for that. Dream tips it over. Pretty. Changes it up. She was hammering it before, and then she just did a little nice tap that goes over into the open spot on the near side corner. Middle stat. Baker. Gore. Outside to Ricke. And they're going to have to send that one over. Trying a nice pass to Gore. Gore goes back set to Gore. Sylvia's going to swing on this. Oh, good save there by Sylvia. Now Middlestat is going to bring it over to Klar. And Trinan's going to have to try to set Ricke up. Dube, Langseth to Dube. And similar to what Dream just did, found that open spot on the near side. 15-9 Stewartville. And I would imagine Kasson Mantorville, with 2 timeouts in their pocket, are inching closer to using another one if Stewartville keeps this run alive. Middlestat to Ricke. Back set. Klar keeps it alive. Middlestat just puts that one right over the net. Gore, she's going far side to Ricke. Oh my goodness, Ricke hammered that one. Lucky number 13 for the Komets is able to get a perfect set. Knutson serving. Nagel. Langseth. Klar's going to have to hit this from about 17 feet away. And just a little bit far. Too far for Klar. 15-11 Stewartville. Kasson Mantorville trying to extend this match. Stewartville trying to close it out. As the Tigers lead 2-0. Back set. That was out. I don't know. I'm surprised they're arguing about that. (16-11). Ella Theobald on a serve. Knutson up to Gore. She's coming outside to Ricke. Sent back, but that's going out. Ricke's starting to find her rhythm. Starting to find that rhythm. Komets chasing 4 here in set number 3. Treichel and Froderman back in the game. The 2 Gores will take a seat. Froderman. Middle stack goes middle. And Dube. Surgical. Knows right where the defense is. Knows the speed she needs to go with. And now Hebel comes on. Stewartville up 5. Knutson over to Froderman. Goes Coker. Dube blocks it, but she's able to pick it up. And now Nagel's going to swing. Coming outside to Ricke, who is heating up. Blocked! Return to sender by Dube. Did we catch it? I didn't. Apologies. And Hebel just on the short side of the net. Tigers up 5. Ricke will be serving for the Komets. And a good serve there by Ricke. That one drops. (18-14). Does it again. Does it again. Ricke does. It gets halfway over, and then the bottom just drops out of it. Clara Goes outside to Spencer. They pop that up. Froderman's coming to Baker. Off the block. Leah pops it over to Clara. Clara's going to go back set to Ella. Hits the antenna. And Kasson Mantorville's on a little bit of a run here now. They've closed the gap to 2. 18-16 Stewartville. A little bit closer than the first 2 sets. Middle stat to Clara. Clara goes middle. Dube takes a little off it. Treichel's able to pop that up. Baker throws it. There's Hebel. Clara, back set to Ella. Big block. Wow. Baker. 18-17 Stewartville. Komets have closed that gap to 1 now. Ricke's still serving. Yeah, no matter what, I think you play that. We're going outside to Nagel. Nagel's just going to float that one over. Coker tries to bring it back. Didn't realize Knutson was coming on full speed. And now Stewartville lead back up to 2. Dube serving. Puts that right in the middle. Oh, almost like a double hit off Knutson. That's going to be an ace for Dube. 2017 for the senior. And that's going to be a timeout for the Komets. And we will step aside as well. Come back. Set number 3. Tigers lead by 3. Nick Vetch on the PA mic tonight playing a little Taylor Swift there. Don't mind that. Dube serving. Tigers up 3. Baker to Froderman. Goes to Coker. Tips it over to the the far side. 10-foot line. And they all count the same, whether you hammer it into the ground or you tip it nice and slow down the line. 2018. Back to serve. Taya Trinan. Back row for Stewartville, Nagel, Hebel, Middlestat. 2 Theobald sisters and Dream Petersohn in the front row. Hebel to Clara. Clara goes middle, Dream. And Baker gets the block. (2019) as Komets are looking to tie this one up on the back of Trinan serve. Nagel to Clara. Clara goes back set. Ella Theobald! When we need a big swing, you go to number 2. And she delivers. 21-19. And now Langseth is back to serve. Langseth, that one's going long, but it was going to stay in. Knutson plays it. Baker's just going to take that one off 1 foot. Middle stab, beautiful pass to Langseth. Langseth goes middle. Dream, we're keeping it alive, though. Here comes Klar. She's just going to send it over. Knutson over to Froderman. She's going middle to Moritz, who gets really high off the ground. Here comes Nagel swing. Knutson, the libero, digs that. Froderman, back. Row attack for Ricke, and drives that one right into the net. Stewartville up 22-19. Froderman goes outside. Baker. Yeah, outside the antenna. She drifted. She got pulled outside and just not much she could do with it. 23-19. Langseth still serving. Stewartville 2 points away from ending this match. Kasson goes middle that side, and she hits it almost into the doorway. That one's well long, and now it's match point for Stewartville, 24-19. 24-19. Clar tries to end it right there. Ricky's going to swing. Leah goes all the way to floor to save that one. We're just going to dump that one over. Moritz to Froderman. Go up. Blocked. Ricky saves it. They're coming over to Baker. Baker into the net, and that's going to do it. Stewartville wins this one. Break out the brooms. 25-19 in set number 3. As Stewartville absolutely rolls the first 2 sets. Close in set number 3, but the Tigers pull ahead late. 25-12, set number 1, 25-16, 25-19. Dream Petersohn was fantastic in the front row. Our back row digging up all sorts of hits. And this one goes to the Tigers tonight as they are in the driver's seat now for the HVL Conference. They had the 3-2 set victory over the Byron Bears, and now they got the win over the Kasson Mantorville Komets. So undefeated in HVL action, still with a couple big games ahead of us. Obviously, we have Pine Island we have to play yet with the Barnett sisters, who are outstanding. Cannon Falls is going to be a team that we'll see. That'll be the next volleyball broadcast here on YouTube. We will play them at home. That's our final regular season home game. That'll be senior night where we can honor these 5 outstanding seniors. But tonight, it was a big matchup between 2 undefeated HVL conference teams. Undefeated in conference, I'm saying. And this one goes to Stewartville in a clean sweep. Thanks for tuning in to Stewartville Volleyball and Stewartville Activities on YouTube. I'm Adam Petersohn, and hopefully we'll catch you on the next broadcast. I believe it would be homecoming football against Simley next Friday. Other than that, hope you have a great night. And I hate to pat myself on the back, but dinners I've cooked for the Tigers, we're undefeated 1-0 after eating at our house. So big thanks to the Petersohn family there. How about that? Shameless plug. Anyway, have a great night, Tiger Nation, and we'll catch you next time. Dan, if you're out there listening, I hope we made you proud.